If Ada gets married, everything will change. Who will pay the bills? Who will sponsor her siblings? Who will take care of me? My daughter, don't rush marriage. Pray harder. Something doesn't feel right. But Mama, I love him.
A mother is supposed to pray for her daughter's happiness. But what happens when that happiness threatens the family's source of income? Welcome back to Tales by Mom J. If this is your first time, I am so glad that you are here. We drop new story every Sunday 3 p.m. Please do come again and do come with your friends, would you? Thank you. Before we begin, please like this video, subscribe, and let me know your thoughts in the comment section. In the quiet town of Ogbonna lived a young woman named Adugo before relocating to Lagos in search for greener pastures. At just 30 years old, Adugo had become the backbone of her family. After their father died, everything changed. Their mother, Mama Grace, had no steady source of income. Adugo's younger siblings were still in school, and every bill, from rent to food, hospital visits, school fees, and even electricity, rested on Adugo's shoulders. She worked tirelessly in Lagos, often skipping meals and sleeping only a few hours each night just to earn enough money to send home. Every month, she transferred almost all her salary to her mother. The villagers praised her. What a responsible daughter. May God bless every child like Ada. Mama Grace smiled proudly whenever people praised her daughter. But behind that smile was a dangerous fear. She had become comfortable depending on Adugo. Without realizing it, Adugo had stopped being a daughter. She had become the family's provider. Then one day, Adugo met David. David was kind, hardworking, and respectful. Unlike many men, he admired Ada's dedication to her family and promised he would never stop her from supporting them after their marriage. After 2 years of courtship, David asked for her hand in marriage. Adugo was overjoyed. She rushed home with gifts and excitement, expecting her mother to celebrate with her. Instead, Mama Grace forced a smile. Inside, panic took over. If Ada gets married, she thought, everything will change. Who will pay the bills? Who will sponsor her siblings? Who will take care of me? That night, Mama Grace made a decision that would destroy many lives. She would stop the wedding no matter the cost. She began slowly. First, she told Adugo, "My daughter, don't rush marriage. Pray harder. Something doesn't feel right." Adugo trusted her mother. She postponed the introduction ceremony. Months passed. Then Mama Grace secretly visited a local herbalist. She didn't ask for blessing. She asked for separation. Soon afterward, strange misunderstandings began to grow between Adugo and David. Small arguments became huge fights. Phone calls went unanswered. Plans kept failing. Still, love survived. David refused to give up. He visited Mama Grace personally to reassure her. She welcomed him with smiles. But after he left, she spread terrible lies. She told relatives that David had another woman. She whispered that his family practiced dark traditions. She even claimed she had seen frightening dreams about the marriage. The family became divided. Adugo became confused. David became frustrated. Eventually, they broke up. Mama Grace celebrated silently. Her source of income was safe. Months turned into years. Whenever another man showed interest in Adugo, Mama Grace found a reason to reject him. One was too poor, another came from the wrong village, another was too handsome to be faithful, another was supposedly under a family curse. One after another, every relationship ended before it could begin. Meanwhile, Adugo continued sending money. She built her mother's house. She paid for both younger siblings to attend university. She started business for them. She bought land. She even paid for her younger brother's wedding. Years passed. The younger siblings became successful. They got married. They moved on with their own lives. Ironically, they no longer contributed much to their mother. Everything still depended on Adugo. Then one day, Adugo turned 40. For the first time, she looked around and realized something. Everyone she had sacrificed for had built a life of their own except her. She had no husband, no children, no family of her own, only but responsibilities. The loneliness became unbearable. One evening, while cleaning old boxes, she found photographs of herself and David. She cried for hours. Curious, she contacted one of David's old friends. That was when she learned the painful truth. David had never cheated. He had waited nearly 3 years before finally marrying someone else. He had truly loved her. Her heart shattered. Still searching for answers, Adugo confronted an elderly aunt. Unable to carry the secret any longer, the aunt confessed everything. It had been Mama Grace. The lies, all the manipulation, the fake dreams, the constant rejection of every suitor, all because she feared losing financial support. Adugo couldn't breathe. Everything suddenly made sense. She confronted her mother. At first, Mama Grace denied everything, but eventually she admitted it. With tears streaming down her face, she said, "I was afraid. I had already lost your father. I couldn't lose the only person feeding this family. I thought marriage would take you away." Adugo stood there in silence. Years of sacrifice, years of loneliness, years that could never return, not because of fate, but because of her own mother. For several months, Adugo stopped sending money. Mama Grace was forced to depend on the same children she had protected by sacrificing one daughter. But those children had families and responsibilities. They helped only occasionally. For the first time, Mama Grace experienced the insecurity she had feared all those years. She realized she had traded her daughter's future for temporary comfort. The regret became unbearable. She apologized repeatedly. Adugo eventually forgave her, but forgiveness could not restore years she had lost. A few years later, Adugo met a widower with one little daughter. He was gentle, honest, and patient. They married quietly. Adugo finally became a wife and a mother, not in the way she had once imagined, but in a way that healed her wounded heart. Mama Grace watched her granddaughter playing one afternoon. Tears rolled down her cheeks. She whispered, "I nearly stole this joy from my daughter forever." From that day until the end of her life, she warned every parent she met, never make your child your retirement plan. Raise them to fly, not to remain trapped beneath your wings. Because a parent's greatest success It's not keeping their children close forever. It is seeing them build happy lives of their own. This is where this story is coming to an end. Did you enjoy it? Did you learn something? If you did, please share this video to as many others who you want to learn to, and leave a thought for me in the comment section. Tell me what you think about this story. I would love to read all of your thoughts down in the comments. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on the next one. It is a bye for now.